Time for some attention on my 4Runner. Been putting this off for a while, but many of you probably know the rear tailgates rust and break and rust from the inside out. The goal is to take this whole thing off, kind of fix it from the inside out, fix all the rust, cut where I need to cut, and stop the rust, basically, because the rest of the body's really good shape, just the tailgate. So let's start ripping this apart. Moving all the inner panels, get the wiring undone, and then figure out how to take it off and where I can put it for a while. Goo. Just so you know, I do actually oil spray every year as well, but these tailgates are known for this. Let's go. It's got most of it stripped back so far. You can already start to see in there all the rust. I think the main problem with these things, not problem, but issue with these things, the leaky seal with the window opening. And reason it's kind of shiny is there's because of the oil spray, but yeah. So I'm just taking off most of the components so I can make it lighter, get the glass out of here, strip the seals. It's going to be a video over several days because I'm just starting it here and moving somewhere else where I can store it while the back tailgate's off. Yeah, keep going. I forgot, you gotta leave this on if you want to be able to open and close the window, which I need to for now until I get this place to the shop where I'm storing it. Yeah. Pop these grommets, gives you access to the spoiler. Oh, nice and red that is. Take out these 4 little screws. Take that off. Just held on with some clips. Undo the electrical. And fender removed. Sorry. Spoiler removed. This then just slides straight up. And with the window down, slowly just start prying this off. Starting to see the rust. Pop the Christmas tree tabs to get access to the connection in there. That's where you're trying to get. Pop that off, pull those out, as well pinch off your washer fluid line and pull that off as well, out through there. All right, now I've pulled those out through there. Next is the washer fluid. All right, I undid the 4 bolts from the assist and then the 4 hinge. Had someone else help me and I lifted it down there. This puts a little bit of tension on it. As you can see, it's kind of extended beyond where the lift of the roof goes, but it's good. And that's it off. So tomorrow I will start sanding, getting rid of these rust spots. A little bit closer up, look at this. Underneath the license plate spot. And then where the spoiler sits. So definitely had to be addressed now. Everything else is pretty clean though. I'm going to start by hitting it with this, get it all down to metal. These are unseen real spots. It's underneath the license plate, so I'm not too worried how it looks. And Yeah, keep it kind of isolated and centralized to this area for now. Put some of this on there, let this eat into the rust a bit more, get into the pits. And let that eat away at the rust now for a bit. So we've got that pretty good, a lot of pits. It'll start changing color with that POR stuff. I've done these. Okay, I just gotta wire brush this one a bit more. Got it sanded down to a point where I like it, where I can now get all my bare metal epoxied. So now I'm just going to clean it up with some oil, grease remover, get that ready, and then try and get some epoxy on those few spots. And that'll at least get it sealed up for the night. And then yeah. All right, I've now cleaned up everything that I'm going to be priming with an acetone, just to get all the rest of the little dust and bits off of there. I'm going to be using this roll-on proxy primer again, like I used on my Land Cruiser. Just mix these two together, 1 to 1. You have about a 20-minute working time. Paint that on, and it's sealed up. I'll try and do 2 coats today, as it's not a big project, and it's not going to be the prettiest fix, but eventually I'll probably, if I keep the vehicle long term, I'm going to have to replace this whole rear tailgate anyway, because it's going to end up rusting from the inside out, as they do. But anyway, this will at least stop it for another 5-6 years or more. All right, let's get to it. All right, first coat on. Okay, second coat on. Put it on a little bit thicker. It's actually going to fill most of those low spots from the pitting. Anything else I'll just hit with a little glazing putty, I think, but still see it in there, but see what happens after I sand it all out. Rust be gone. All right, starting to block out the primer. I'm just using a 320 grit, nothing too aggressive, and I'm doing my cross pattern to sand it down, make it nice and flat. Sending off for paint. All right, got the tailgate back. Nicely painted. Started putting on some of the trim bits, the weather stripping, and I've ordered a new garnish, so I'm just waiting for that to come, but so I can open and close. It's attached. Definitely a different color paint. Oops. But I think it's the correct color, but this is so sun faded. Anyway, I'll leave it parked in the sun for a bit and hopefully it eventually matches, but can't really tell looking from the back. Close enough. So for the spots that it seems to be rubbing down to bare metal, just vibration of car, I'm going to be doing just some electrical tape to see if that'll help minimize future rubbing and wear. So doing that, poke some holes through the license plate. So it's fine for now. All right, the rear garnish has arrived. I'm just cleaning it up. And I'm gonna hit it with some plastic dip to get rid of the chrome, and then I'll replace it out. So I gotta go ahead and take this panel back off again and put that on. Alrighty, everything back installed. Plastic dip done. I can finally lift it again. Boom. That's it.